Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to my Akim Wathim who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this found captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with no lesson. Now, this is actually, I'm telling you, speaking as a man, this is one of the greatest, most spiritual movies ever made that literally exposes Esau for the devil that he is. All right. Number one, I'm gonna go so much into this. Like there was just so much. I literally yesterday after I finished watching it, I had written down a long laundry list, and let's get into this as quickly as possible because first off, if you did not see this movie, the movie's called They Live, all right, 1988. Go watch it yourself. Leave this video, come back to this video if you want to, but just go watch this before. Or if you want to spoiler free, if you want to watch this, hear the spoilers first and then go watch it, you can do that as well. But you have to watch this movie. It is literally 10 out of 10. Genuinely spiritual. Anyway, first things first, in this movie there are people that are they're in society, normal American society and whatnot, and there are people that are not actually people, but they are actually aliens. All right, and these aliens, you know, are in society. They're rich. They have all the power, all the political power, all the financial power, all the leverage in society. All right, and what they do is they basically can, you know, basically make people rich, you know, magically. Oh, you got that promotion. Oh, you got the money. You're rich now. You're being taken care of now in this society and all this stuff like that. And it is the aliens that pick and choose who is who's in charge. All right. And funnily enough, all right, it's basically like how Babylon is today. All right, Esau picks and chooses who gets to be rich, you know, who's successful and all that stuff like that. You know, even with like these artists. All right, these artists like you know, funnily enough, not Kevin Hart, what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. Cat Williams, Lakia. Cat Williams was talking about how you know, Kevin Hart, like me personally, I don't even think Kevin Hart is funny. I really don't like him like that. Like, it's just like he was always just pushed out there in the forefront. All right, and he is like one of those things like, okay, well, you're with the program, so we'll let you be successful. All right, and basically going in further into this movie, there was these glasses, all right, that allows you to see who is an alien and who's not an alien. All right, so this dude, Roddy Piper or whatever, all right, he is that's the Edomite dude. He finds these glasses, puts them on, he starts walking out in the street, and he sees people, some people as aliens. All right, the poor people are humans, which is, by the way, they didn't necessarily like put that in your face, okay, which I'm gonna get into that more. Yahawadah, I remember to link it in to what I was gonna point out later on. But the thing is, a lot primarily it was the poor people that were, you know, not aliens. All right, and the rich people were predominantly aliens. All right, and he was going around seeing all these people as aliens, these rich people as aliens, okay, these happy people as aliens, and then anyone that was depressed, you know, trying to just make it in life, you know, struggling and whatnot, they were humans. All right. In addition to that, there was when you looked at like billboards and magazines and books and whatnot, like it would basically say obey, consume, marry, reproduce, do all these things to keep these people as zombies. And that's the funny thing about it, where you have a lot of these things like books, like not books, but magazines. All right, magazines that talk to you about a lifestyle or whatever, and ultimately all that does pretty much lead into just be a mindless drone. All right, so first things first, I want to get into the glasses. All right, also later on in the movie they upgraded it to contact lenses. All right, but let's get this first. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 15, but he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judgeth of no man. So one thing that we need to be is spiritual, and on top of that, we in this truth, we have to be able to let me get this, hold on. First John chapter 4 verse 1, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of Yahawah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Okay, so we have to try the spirit, see, is the spirit of YAHAWASHI, is a righteous spirit? And that was the thing where we don't need the glasses, or we shouldn't need the glasses to tell who's on our side, who's an Israelite, who's an Edomite, who's whatever. All right, because there was no proper trend in the movie about who was an alien and who wasn't an alien. Yes, there was a proper trend, but at the same time, some of these people, most of the police officers in the movie were just regular humans. All right, there was most of the rich people were aliens, but there were some rich people that were humans. All right, and those rich humans, all right, were just people that had sold out, and they were okay with all the stuff that the aliens were doing. All right, so okay, so over here, in more in some spoiler territory, there's this woman named Holly. All right, she basically she did she did three things in the movie. Number one, when the main Edomite dude, when he had went on a killing spree, went killing a bunch of aliens. When he went killing a bunch of aliens, he had kidnapped this woman named Holly and told her to take him to her place. He had explained, hey, look at this, look through these glasses, you will see that everything is unnatural. But then she didn't want to look. All right, and then she tossed him out her window. Okay, and then she reported him to the police. All right, and I'm like, okay, wow, like that's kind of fucked up, but sure, okay, I guess kind of makes sense that you don't want someone to attack you and so, to be up in your place like that. Like, sure, I guess it makes sense. It's realistic that she's gonna look at him sideways and not want to believe in and stuff like that. But then the second thing that she did was she had joined she was a part of the rebel army, and I'm like, wait, hold on, what? Why would you, if he was explaining to you what was going on, why would you throw him out like that? And then lo and behold, literally a few seconds afterwards, the aliens pulled up and were trying to kill the rebel army, the rebel safe house thing. All right, so she basically led them to it, and I'm saying this through retrospect. All right, because I already saw the whole movie, and I know that Holly is the traitor. She's the she's one of the few human traitors. Okay, because she had a good living condition. She was rich. She was, being taken care of and all that stuff. And then, and then basically it's just like, now we know, but then it's like this dude, the main Edomite dude, all right, he should have at the very least said like, hey yo, like this bitch fucking sold me out. She tried to kill me. She tried to get my ass killed, even though when I was trying to explain everything to her, all right. And then the thing is, like the big problem was for me was this dude was thinking so much with his dick. He couldn't even fathom the concept of this bitch being a traitor until it was too late. All right. And the thing for me was like, I'm over here thinking like, nigga, why are you focused on her so much? Worry about the task at hand, all right, and then go handle that after. And the thing was, I did not expect her to be a traitor. I didn't know that she was going to be a traitor until she betrayed them. All right. And the reason why is because I just thought that she was inconsequential. I thought she was unimportant to the overall plot, but apparently she was a very key piece to why they all died. All right. And and the sad thing was all the rebels had died. All right. It seemed like all the rebels had died, but I mean, yes, they did win. They did wake everyone up at the end of the movie, but it's just like things could have been better if he had just taken, if the main dude, and that was the biggest issue. The main Edomite dude, he was at the center of whether everyone lived and died, and he was just constantly making so many bad decisions. All right. While yes, he did ultimately, he was the main catalyst to waking everyone up as he destroyed whatever signal that was messing with their brains. By the way, funnily enough, that also ties in. I'm just gonna get this out the way, right quick, right now, where there was I think it was in 2020 they were trying to implement these 5G towers and whatnot, and I'm not an expert on it, but I did hear a bunch of stuff of that they were trying to say it is for or it's about and whatnot. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna go too much into it because I don't even know much about those towers and whatnot and all the frequency waves and stuff like that. So let me continuing on with the whole Holly thing. Basically it is these women that are hypergamous that always want to team up with the quote unquote winning side or the stronger side, that they which also that's representative of of today. Women want to team up with Esau. Our women want to team up with Esau, and they are they think that we're just gonna keep on helping Babylon keep on going forward and stuff like that. So as a result of that, it's like all these literally everyone, all the rebels died, and it's just like, man, like you could just make better choices. Stop being so focused. Like being a man of the Lord in truth, we need to be more focused on our goal. Okay, our number one goal needs to be YAHAWASHI, or fulfilling his obligations. Okay, what is our duty? All right. Well, yes, the Lord does want us to us men to have a wife. All right. The Lord made it for us to get married and be fruitful and multiply, but that doesn't mean everything else goes out the window. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right. So our main purpose is to fear Yahweh and keep his commandments. All right. So yes, it does, getting a woman does involve that, but that's not you can't be letting that take the forefront of your obligations. All right. So, and again, like, I genuinely love this movie. Like, there's so much that is really good about it. Definitely go watch it yourself. Romans chapter 13 verse 11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. All right. And going into this, the next thing I want to get into is the Jake. All right, the main Jake that was in the movie. He was the first time the Edomite dude was trying to teach or tell him about it. They literally fought for an extended like 5 minutes, which 5 minutes in a fight is like a long ass time. I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that, where he kept on saying, just put the fucking glasses on, just look for 2 seconds. And that's the thing, like, even if I didn't believe someone, even if someone said, hey yo, can you put these glasses on for 1 second, I'm trying to show you something, and I thought this person was crazy, this person was stupid. It is fucking glasses. All I have to do is immediately put it on for 1 second. I wear glasses all the damn time. All I just said, hey, put on my glasses for 1 second, literally 1 second. Anyone in their right mind would just put it on for 1 second and then say, okay, well, there, I put it on. Thank you. I'm gone. Leave me alone now. Okay. But this Jake, and the reason why I believe that this was spiritually done. They intentionally did that. The reason why is because it is so hard. Even now, it is so hard to wake up, not even just Jake, but people in general when they are asleep. Okay, spiritually asleep, because they do not want to wake up. When they are asleep, they just love staying in that mindset of that wickedness, that wicked mindset of being deceived. All right, so that's why, you know. And even that's another thing. Even when you're even when we're trying to convince brothers and sisters in this walk, all right, when we're trying to get our people to wake up, they are literally fighting tooth and nail. And that was a physical. When you see them fight, the Keith David, I think that's his name, Keith David and Roddy Piper. When you see these two fight, that is, well, it could be seen as, you know, Jacob and Esau, but take it from the more spiritual perspective of it, where it is not Jacob and Esau, but more so Israel, right? Israel, northern kingdom, southern kingdom, trying to wake one another up. The Lord, the men of the Lord, trying to wake the 2/3 up, all right? Because that's how hard it takes to, you know, really spiritually to wake someone up, all right? No, not yet. Okay, let me see. Let me go back into my thing. Alright, so yeah, basically, right. Let me just make sure I got this done. I just want to go back to this. We can tell who's an alien by trying their spirit. So we can not necessarily look at someone, but we can see their attitude, see how they take the word, see their mindset towards certain things. All right. Because if your spirit resonates with this truth, then, you know, you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to get offended. But if you are against YAHAWAH, that's when you're going to be offended when you hear this word comes out. All right. And we have to look at things spiritually to know who our enemy is. We don't know who our enemy by physical appearances. Okay, just as we don't look at a so-called white man, we don't look at a so-called white man or a so-called black man and say, oh yeah, the so-called white man is my enemy and the so-called black man is my ally. No, that's not how things work, because there are tares. All right, there are tares that look like a so-called black man, and there are Israelites that look like the so-called white man. All right, and you know, that's the thing. I'm not saying that this is the case for these two, but just how easily in Babylon that someone can look like him, all right, or look like him and actually be an Israelite, and someone can look like him and actually be an Edomite, all right. Now I'm not saying that this is the case for these two, but I've heard of brothers, all right, that look like so-called Edomites, and Edomites that look like so-called Israelites, all right. Like what's that one dude's name? Isn't that name that boy Trevor Noah? I think he's Noah. Exactly. See, Trevor Noah. His father is German. I don't know what the fuck Swiss means. So yeah, he's this. People like to think as well as a matter of fact, he is presented as an Israelite. He's presented as a so-called black man, but in actuality, look at his father. His father is a so-called white man or a German. All right. So this is another example of not judging by physical appearances, because that's the thing. Even with the movie, which that's a very important lesson to follow as well. You can't tell just by looking at someone, all right, that they are on your side, all right. In the sense of you can't tell if they are an alien or not, all right, just by their appearances. Okay, it was infallible that if someone was an alien and you knew that they were an alien, they would definitely not be on your side, all right, in the movie. So the same way is if you know that someone is 100% an Edomite, you know that they will not be on your side, all right. But the thing also, in addition to that, you don't just have to look out for let me stick to this thing. So yeah, they want to keep us as merchandise, all right. Slakia, I'm not trying to jump around, but I want to keep going through this because it's ordered. Bear with me. Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 7. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Israel, and maketh merchandise of him, or selleth him, then that thief shall die, and thou shalt put evil away from among you. So yeah, we're not supposed to be made as merchandise, but this is what Esau has been doing to us. All right. Continue on. Ezekiel chapter. Is this it? Yes. Ezekiel chapter 37 from the top. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And is it? Okay. John chapter 6 verse 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So these two go hand in hand, because as we prophesy, we are putting this truth out there. Slakia, the physical manifestation, Slakia, basically the physical manifestation of the words of the Lord being brought out, and when the bones receive it, the bones come to life, because the bones are the representative of the people that are spiritually dead. And when they are brought to life, they are only brought to life if they receive the words of YAHAWAH Shem Yahawashi, all right, which is the breath of life. The words of the Lord YAHAWASHI is the breath of life. All right. So in addition to that, it's also important. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 2, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. And also Matthew chapter 18 verse 3, and said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right. So yeah, we have to come, when we are coming to this truth, we have to be as children. We have to be able to be corrected. Okay. Unlike that Jake that was so adamant about not wanting to put on the glasses for literally 2 seconds. All right. Continuing on. So yeah, it was, and yeah, they hurt each other so much. It was like, it was just starting to get to be embarrassing. All right. Like, out of all the, I don't even think there was a lot of violence in the movie. It was just shooting. Okay, so never mind, then Slovakia. But like, yeah, it was like, it was just kind of hard to see. It was starting to get embarrassing to see them fight like that, just for wearing glasses for 2 seconds. But at the same time, again, it was spiritual, because Jake does not want to wake up. All right. Oh yeah, so yeah, another minor thing, keyword minor. Right, it was just splashed into the movie by a little bit. But another minor thing that I noticed was prolonged use of the glasses caused headaches. The Edomite dude said, "Be careful watching. Be careful keeping those glasses on all the time, because it felt." His exact words were, "It felt like getting stabbed in your brain." Okay, which is very spiritual, because let me get these. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of spirit, of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Slovakia, I'm trying to get this done quickly before I have to stop. But so number one, the word of the Lord is quick. So when you get this when you are a part of the society and you hear this truth, then you will get cut from the word of Yahawadah. Secondly, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 18, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So as you are learning more and more in this truth, it is going to be hard. It's going to hurt you at times. It's going to hurt your heart. It's going to hurt your mind. It's going to hurt you mentally, okay, to have all this wisdom and knowledge and responsibility. All right, all this responsibility and wisdom of knowing what's right and what's wrong. It can be taxing. All right, so yeah, that was one thing that I had actually appreciated that they added in. All right, and I talked about the 5G. Yeah, basically talk about that. So yeah, basically you're gonna see a lot of people. So basically, our enemies are the aliens, okay, which is representative of Esau, Edom, all right. But it's also not by physical appearance, okay. There's no real life alien wear glasses that tells us who's an Edomite and who's an Israelite. Okay, no, that's not how things work in real life. In real life, okay, in this world that we live in right now, we have to tell who's an Edomite, who's an Israelite, based off the spirit, and we can tell. Okay, more times than not. Okay, because oftentimes when the word of the Lord Yahawadah is coming out, you have these people that get offended. That's why a lot of times when the brothers are making lessons, and they have a crowd and whatnot, it's always when the brothers say something, when they bring out some sort of scripture, and that's when either Esau gets offended. He's like, hey, you can't say that, all this stuff like that, blah blah blah, and whatever, or or whatever. All right, because like it's like with the whole people are fine with the Bible saying, be good to your fellow neighbor, don't steal, don't kill, don't hurt anybody. But then when you say don't be an alphabet, all right, then that's when they're gonna be like, oh, whoa, I don't believe that. No, God wouldn't say that. God doesn't do that. Blah blah blah. God doesn't judge. All that crap. All right, so that's when you're able to really tell. Okay, these are these telltale signs. So that's another thing where when people tell you who they are or what they are, then believe them. Okay, because another thing is even not just for determining who's an Edomite and who's an Israelite, there's also Israelites. Okay, either be they a so-called black person, okay, whose father's father is a so-called black person. Then even then they can be just sellouts. All right, people who know the truth, but they don't care because they want to make money and exploit their own people. All right, so these are our enemies, are not just Esau, Edom, but they're also 2/3 Jakes. All right, so this is why this isn't an easy walk. This isn't an easy task, and we have to be able to maneuver and identify all of our enemies. All right, and not allowing ourselves to be deceived by either or. All right, so with that, I pray this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Definitely go watch the movie They Live. Excellent 10 out of 10 movie. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles, great most on a Baba Ball, and Shalom.